covered Oroborus, or so, by Gojira, which is now one of my favorite songs. It's so insanely cool, and it's one of my favorite songs because of the intro sort of thing. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I'm super excited! So yeah, let's just get talking! So I play it in drop D, and I'm pretty sure it's in D standard, but this is how you play it in drop D, so yeah! So let's play and then we'll talk about it. Of the A string, and then you pull off to the 5th fret, and you do that twice, so and then you tap on the 8th fret of the D string, the low D string, and then you pull off to the 7th fret, and you do that twice as well. So you have sort of, and then you tap on the 7th fret of the A string and you pull off to the 3rd fret of the A string twice. And then you have the exact same notes on the low D string, so you tap on the 7th fret of the low D string and you pull off to the 3rd fret and you do that 4 times. So now you have on the 7th fret again, but you pull off to the 2nd fret of the low D string and you do that twice as well. So and then this counting part is sort of tricky. I have divided it into 4. So now you're tapping on the 8th fret of the low D string and you're pulling off to the 7th fret 4 times 3. So you are doing this 12 times, but it's easier to count to 4 3 times than to actually count up to 12. So yeah. Shh. So yeah. Yeah, that's how we're rolling. So that's section 1. Let's play section 1. So that's section 1, and remember that this is section 1 because we are going to come back to that later. And yeah. Section 2 is a bit different, but it's only different because it's longer. So you have the exact same thing up until the last tapping part. So you have this the same. And then this last one with the tapping on the 8th fret and pulling off to the 7th fret. Instead of having that 4 times 3, you have that now 4 times 5. So yeah, it's you can count as 8 twice and then 4, or 4 5 times, or just count like directly to, I don't know, 20? I don't know. Oh man, brain freeze. But whatever, you're tapping this 4 times 5 times. So it's really it's noticeable longer. Section number 2, so section 1 and section 2 together. I think that's right. I don't know, but yeah, so the order that this comes in is that you play section 1 and then you play section 2 and then you play section 1 again, and then your 4th time you're playing this that we're going to play now. So you're having this same pattern that you had before, but you're actually stopping after 3 hits on the tapping on the 8th fret and pulling off to the 7th fret. You're only doing that 3 times, so it's making noises here, but it's only 3 times. Yeah, and then you still tap on the 8th fret, but you're pulling down to the 5th fret. So you are playing this 8 and 5 fret thing. You're playing that 8 times. And together, the whole sort of section 3, you can call it. I sort of lost count like big time there. It's really difficult to count it. It's so much easier to play it with metronome, but for the sake of having everything sort of organized, it's nice to have the counting going. So yeah. Yeah, so that's section number 3. So together the whole first round with you play first section 1 and then 2 and then 1 and then 3. Sections 1 to 4. Yeah. So yeah, let's just move right on. So your second section is kind of really identical. It's only the third section that is a little bit different. So you play the first. I'll show you. I tried to explain this earlier. It did not make sense. I'll show you. Yeah. So this is the second round. So the only thing that's different is this fourth section that we're going to go through right now. So this is an extension of the third section or so. You're playing it identical identical up to the point where you're ending on this. So let me show you. There you go. So that's the entire same thing, but you're extending it by playing this. So after you play 3 hits on the 8th fret pulling off to the 7th fret, and then you play 8 hits on the 8th fret pulling off to the 5th fret, you have 3 hits still tapping on the 8th fret, but you're pulling off to the 3rd fret, so 3 hits on that. So you have and then you have 7 hits on the 8th fret pulling off to the 2nd fret. Yeah. So and then you have 2 hits going up again to the tapping on the 8th fret and pulling off to the 3rd fret. You have 2 hits on that. And then you have 4 hits on the tapping of the 8th fret pulling off to the 5th fret. And this is a lot of counting, I know. So let's take it from the 8th fret pulling off to the 7th fret. Section. Yeah. So that's it. Let's play the whole second round. Oroborus by Gojira. Oh my god, it's awesome! And I know that me explaining the intro sort of did not make sense, but when you're playing it, it makes a lot of sense. So try to listen to the song. And I'm getting a phone call. Sorry. So when you're listening to the song, it makes a lot more sense, and instead of just keeping the count or so, it's easier to keep the count if you're having something counting with you, as a metronome for example, and that is also a really great way of building the speed and such. And yeah, that is the intro to Oroborus. It's awesome! And I'm so excited to talk about it today, and I realized that it was messy to talk about or so, but we got through it. Yay! So I'll see you on Thursday.